Let's see what that looks like. Cool. Hey everyone, welcome to another mchess patch. We've got a mixed bag of features in this one. We'll start off with a new variant called Railgun, and then some cool animations, and then showing off our new logins. So I'll jump right into it. Here's the new variant, Railgun. So when two friendly rooks are orthogonally adjacent, they can fire a railgun that destroys all pieces in a line. Let's see what that means. So what orthogonally adjacent means, if your rook is on this square, the orthogonally adjacent squares are these ones in a plus shape. I'll set the rooks up. It actually takes a little bit of effort to get them orthogonally adjacent in the early game. So we're starting with this, I think it's called the Harry opening. So now that the rooks are adjacent, we can see that when we select this rook that's at the bottom, there is a green highlight on the rook above. So this is the railgun move. We can also select the other rook, and then we get the green highlight below. You can shoot it in either direction, and let's fire it, see what happens. So there's a cool little sound effect there as well, and it just eviscerates everything in the line. You can do it for black. There's nothing in that line, so it just shoots it out. It's an interesting little coordinated ability. It does take some effort to set up, but it can be very powerful. So I might show it off with check here. Because check is on, when we move the rook here, the game will notice that no matter what move black makes, you can do that railgun and end up killing the king. So this is actually checkmate. A really cool synergy with railgun, which leads into our second feature for the patch, is how it behaves on our non-standard geometries. A good example is sphere. On a sphere, we see that straight lines actually can loop around. So you're allowed to, on the first move, destroy your entire back rank. And that's not the only loop that you can make on a sphere. These two over here, if they shoot down or up, it will go over the pole and loop back around to kill the rooks that shot out the railgun. The second feature, by the way, is that we originally did not have the animations on the 3D board. So I was very sad when I first shot the railgun over the pole and there was no animation. Another cool animation is for a chain reaction, which is a variant we've had for a while. When a piece is captured, it captures all the pieces it was threatening. This happens recursively. Without some kind of animation, it becomes pretty hard to tell what's going on. Even with the animation, it might be a bit hard to tell what's going on, but at least you have some more information. I can set up the chain here. And that's the new animation. The square itself will glow in order of the capture chain that happens. And then the pieces all fade away at the end. We'll do another one. So capturing this rook, we'll capture this pawn. So let's put a piece there. Let's put like the queen there. So the queen's now there. So it'll capture all the other pieces that it can see. Now the knight will have moved, so it's not actually going to capture the knight. But let's see what that looks like. Cool. It's quite difficult to see what the full chain is going to actually be, which is why this animation is so helpful. If we were to capture this black pawn over here, what will happen? Well, that black pawn will capture the knight will capture the queen will capture the white pawn which has moved. The white pawn doesn't get captured by the black pawn, and it will also capture the queen, which it's C, and then the queen will capture all of these pawns. So all of this stuff is going to die. I can do an annotation. I can highlight all these pieces just to see if calculation is correct. I'll show that afterwards. So there's the animation, pretty cool. And I can turn the annotation back on, see if we got it right. There you go, so we're calculating well. And yeah, it's a fixed time for the animation, so it'll speed up if the chain is particularly long. But there might be settings at some point to play around with these things. And finally for the patch, it's not much of a feature right now, but it is really cool that we have it in, and that is logins. So there is a sign in and a sign up button in the top right. So if you want to sign up, it'll take you to this page, or you can make an account. And if you want to sign in, it'll take you to this page. I might just sign in quickly. And I am now signed in, and we can see my name is in the top right. You can sign out once you've signed in, maybe if multiple people are using the same machine. And at the moment, the only actual feature from the logins is that when you create an online game, I'll just do that quickly here, your name will actually show to people. So people will know if they're playing against Manny. A stranger just joined, which was me on an incognito window. Superbook is one of our random names that's generated, so they don't actually have an account. But if I were to set up a new game and look at that, Blah has joined my new game. I wonder who Blah is. Blah plays e5, so gross. There's a bunch of really cool stuff that can come from logins. We can start to have user data, and a feature that I'd really like sooner than later is friends lists, so you can have friends and send them challenges and things like that. At the moment, I'm still mostly creating short form content, but I do have a high quality long form, which I'll be pushing out hopefully sometime soon. Let me know what you think of these kinds of videos and whether people want to see more gameplay or more variant combinations or whatever it is for these new patches. Thanks much for watching.